This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Oral health is very important. That's why the Oral Health Alliance created a new service called Tooth Text. We have Dr. Teddy Fladhammer from Northeast Dental in Kirksville here this morning to tell us more about this service. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on. So first of all, for our viewers out there that aren't familiar with this, what is Tooth Text?
Tooth Text is a mobile information service where people can sign up to get little tidbits on general oral health.
Okay, so why is it important that the Oral Health Alliance came up with this whole entire service?
Well, tooth decay is actually the #1 chronic childhood disease. It's actually more common than asthma or hay fever for kids. And Missouri ranks really low in the number of people that visit the dentist regularly. So this was just brought about so we could raise awareness of the importance of oral health for the population.
Okay, so now explain to our viewers, how does this service work?
Sure, people sign up for one of 4 categories. They get a prenatal category, there's a baby category, a child category, or a general health category, the tooth part. And they sign up for this, and then about 2 times a month, they get a little reminder on things that are good for their oral health.
All right, and it's funny that you say that because we're actually showing video because I did this on my phone yesterday, and after I submitted it, they said, thanks for, applying for this. We'll give you a little tidbit. And the first one that they sent was, if gums bleed when flossing, you aren't flossing often enough. Bleeding should stop within a week. So what other text messages can we expect when we do the different categories of the prenatal, baby, child, or tooth? So talk about that.
Sure. Some of the other categories would be something like dentists recommend replacing your toothbrush every 3 months. If you haven't done that, make sure you get it on your shopping list. Or things like make sure that you take your baby to the dentist at 1 year of age or their first tooth. Just to check things out and make sure that everything's going okay.
Okay, and you said that it's 2 text messages per month, right?
Yep.
So your phone is not being bombarded
Right.
every day with 30
Right.
different texts. Now, can somebody text a question to this service, or
No.
they just give you the information? That's fine. And my other question is that this doesn't replace a monthly or a yearly visit to the dentist office, right?
Right. These are just general tips, just reminders, but we still want people to come in and just check out, just have their teeth checked out and make sure everything's okay.
Okay, and how much does it cost?
The text service is free.
Okay, fantastic, which is
Yeah.
good. Our viewers love that. I know I love it.
Yeah.
So, and it is really good information. So now let's go ahead and talk about proper hygiene. We all know that we need to brush and floss and all that stuff. How often should we be brushing and flossing, and does it vary by age?
Sure. We recommend that all people brush and floss. So as soon as your kids are 3, we recommend that you floss and help them floss until they're about age 8. But everybody should be brushing twice a day.
Okay, now let's talk about toothbrushes. I know that when you go down the oral hygiene aisle in the store, you have toothbrushes ranging from $50 to 94 cents. Is there
Sure.
really a difference? Like, what should we be looking for when we do buy a toothbrush?
Well, we want patients to be using a soft toothbrush. Years ago, we recommended a harder toothbrush, but now soft toothbrush is the way to go. And just really getting the plaque off the teeth is the big thing. So if you can do that with a manual toothbrush, with a 94-cent toothbrush, great. If it takes you to use a power toothbrush, there's lots of good cheap power toothbrushes that work just fine as well.
Okay, now let's talk about mouthwash. Do we have to go for the name brand? Are there ingredients that we look for? What should we be looking for with the mouthwash?
Sure. With mouthwash, there's all different kinds of stuff out now. It's for kids, we recommend something without alcohol in it. We like ACT. It's a fluoride mouthwash that doesn't have any alcohol, which is great. For adults that don't have any alcohol problems, alcohol mouthwash is just fine, something like Scope or Listerine. But by no means do you have to use name brand.
Okay, and my last question is, everybody dreads going to the dentist. It's one of those things where we're like, oh, I have a toothache, I'll just kind of hold off and see if it goes away. How often should we be going to the dentist office?
Really every 6 months, even if you don't have a toothache, that we recommend that you just come in, check things out. We might catch something in a small stage before it becomes a great big problem.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Fladhammer. What we'll do is we'll post all this information on our website and how you can enroll in this free text tooth service. Thank you so much for coming on.
Sure.
And we'll be right back.